Hello and what's on guys, it's me, the Brickfire, and today I have another custom LEGO minifigures for you guys, and this time I have the Avengers team from Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, Avengers Age of Ultron is a huge success for Marvel Studio, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not the best yet. I think the Avengers is the best so far. But well, the movie is still awesome. And yes, I have Captain America himself, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, Iron Man Mark 43, 45, Hulk, and Thor. Oh, maybe you wonder why Black Widow, Vision, and all those people are missing. Well, they're missing because they are in the new Avengers. Well, at the end of the movie. So I decided to put them in another showcase because it's going to make things more shorter and easier for me to do. Well, I haven't finished on Black Widow, Falcon, and stuff like that, so I have to finish them. But yeah, well, let's get started with this minifigure. Okay, so let's start with the most badass Avengers himself, Iron Man, in his new Mark 45 suit. So, I mean, painting of this suit is quite a challenge in the sculpting of shoulder pad on the arms, as you can see there. And also, painting on his arm because the detail is really small, and also the black outline that I painted on. But on the back of his leg, when I start painting this, it doesn't really that matter because there's nothing much on the leg, as I see from all the trailers, promo art, and all the arts and Hot Toys stuff. And for the legs at the side, there's also nothing much except from a bunch of black outline and the gold detail. Well, as I see from Hot Toys figure, the side of the leg is like this. So I think that the Lego already did great job on the front part by putting the side part on the front part. Well, I guess they did kind of good job on that, and so I decided just to continue the gold outline at the back here. And I have no idea where is that gold gone. Well, yeah, go to fix that later. And also you can see I also did paint some of his foot. Oh well, you can't see the foot. Well, never mind. Okay, so the helmet itself, you maybe look familiar with the helmet because this is MGF custom / Reels design. I took it from him, so his channel will be in description, or I guess you already know his channel if you are watching this video for like a million times. Well, after you watch this video and watch this video, yeah. So it's his design, and I think it's really represent the helmet itself. So I just took his design, and well, I didn't ask him though. Maybe you guys don't like the idea of using this helmet, yeah. But yeah, still, so I just took his design and painted it on, and it's really did a great job on this. And for Tony Stark head, there's nothing much on his head. I just give him the same expression that he have in that Lego gave him, and just the same thing on the back of his head. There's nothing much. And for the head, I did paint on some dark red, and yeah, that is pretty much for Mark 45. Oh yeah, and so at the back is not entirely accurate because when Lego did this, I guess they did it from the promo art that they get, or the concept art that they get from Marvel. So the back part is quite inaccurate, but then I don't want to lose all the red highlight that Lego used and then all the front torso design because it's really accurate and interesting. I don't want to lose all that kind of element, so I decided to just leave the back part alone because it's just still recognized as Mark 45. Alright, and that is pretty much for Mark 45, and let's get into the next figure. For the next one, we still have Iron Man, but this time I have his Mark 43. Well, for those of you maybe wonder where's Hulkbuster. Well, I made a Hulkbuster quite recently ago, so you can go check that out on my channel. It's called Lego Hulkbuster version 2. It's on my channel. I did that for like ages ago. So yeah, let's get into the figure. Well, for Mark 43, it didn't really nothing much except from arm painting and the side of leg painting. Well, yeah, there's nothing much on that. And painting this figure is not really a hard deal for me because I finished this figure like 5 months ago, but then I don't really have time to showcase him because all the exam, tests, and revise and stuff like that, I gotta do it with my friend, yeah. So that's all the stuff. And then for the arms, there's something much except from some silver detail and some gold here. Yeah, and I want to paint a small detail on the arm, but I couldn't because it's too small for me to paint in that time. But then I just completely forgot to redo this figure. But I decided not to redo because, you know, reason. And For the arm at the other side, also I have the same thing. For the mask, I also did give him some silver detail, as you can see there, on the silver, and also I did outline the helmet in the black outline 3D shape because it looks so much better with that. For the leg, there's nothing much except from some silver and then his circle area. So here, the circle at the side of his leg, I don't know what you call that, flares maybe. In Iron Man 1, he used this for flares, Ironmonger. And for the leg, I just continue to outline black outline and some gold detail on the leg because the gold detail and the detail on the leg is already good enough. That played really great job on this. And yeah, that is pretty much it for my. Oh yeah, and also his mask is nothing much. I didn't paint any HUD on his mask, and there's something really see in his mask. Also, I did paint his neck red because I think red is look much better than dark red for Mark 43. It's really look unique. That's why I painted red. And yeah guys, that is pretty much for this figure, and let's get into the next Avengers. For the next Avengers himself, we have Thor. Well, Thor is a really simple minifigure because he's got really less detail on his torso, arms and stuff, and his leg, and there's nothing pretty much on his back, so it's quite easy to work on him. But the hard thing about making this figure is just that I just need to paint the gold detail on his arm pads or bracelet, if that's what you would call. I just call it arm pad. Yeah, on his arm pad because it's really small and it requires some scratching for me. And the other complicated part is to paint on his chainmail at the back. It's quite complicated to do that. Yeah, because it's got like some random line and stuff. For the leg, there is nothing really much. I just paint the gray outline there and also some outline on his boot, so just to make sure he's wear a boot in the movie. And for the back, there is just the continuation of chainmail and same torso that Lego used on him. And then yeah, there's nothing really much on Thor. And for the head, I just still using the Lego head, which is represent Chris Hemsworth, reprise his role as Thor. And for the hairpiece, that is my problem, and maybe you guys have this problem too, because I couldn't find any Qui-Gon Jinn hairpiece right now in Malaysia. I couldn't find any, but then maybe I go back to Thailand, my hometown, I can find some. But right now I couldn't find any Qui-Gon Jinn hairpiece, so I decided to paint my fresh tone skin or dark tan on this hair, the other one I have, but it just doesn't look that well, so I decided to just leave it the way it is. It still look good as it was. Yeah, so that's the reason why I still using this blonde hairpiece for my Thor minifigure. Maybe you guys wouldn't like this, but I'm okay with it. It's still recognizable as Thor from Age of Ultron. Also for the hammer, I just paint the silver detail, silver paint on this hammer, but for the part of the handle part, I couldn't put the brown at the handle because every time I put the brown at the handle, the paint gets scratched off by the hand of the figure. So I don't know why that happened. I don't have cement to put the paint on stuck with the plastic, so that's why I just leave it blank, because it's just waste of my color to keep on repainting this guy hammer or Mjolnir. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for Thor. Yeah, from the Dark World. Yes. Well, for next Avengers, we have Quicksilver himself. Well, painting of Quicksilver is quite straightforward because he is not really much detail. The hard part for painting him just the small white detail on his boots, so I mean his leg, and also some the arrow, as you can see there on his leg, the small detail arrow there. Yeah, and also I did, if you can see there, I gave him the boot paint because he's wearing a Nike trainer, so I just want to give him that. And also I did give the similar light blue that Lego gave him with his torso on his arm, just to make it more accurate to the figure. But actually I used the dark blue arm, but I just painted the light blue on his shoulder. And for the white part, there's nothing really much except just white arrow shape. And for his leg, there is nothing much on his leg, just a straight blue line. Yeah, dark blue and some small black outline detail too. Yeah, and the blue outline does continue to the back, but the dark blue didn't make it to the back because of the space hole reason. And yeah, that is. Well, oh yeah, for the hair. Well, I was going to use Luke Skywalker hairpiece, but then I didn't actually have that hairpiece, so I don't know what hairpiece to use for him. So, and I don't want to stand this hairpiece because it's going to look really bad. As I imagine, it's going to look really bad if I stand this out. Yeah, so I think Lego Group giving this hairpiece is still recognizable as Quicksilver. Yeah. And so for the helmet, it's actually the same as I used from MGF Design. It's really great, so I just use his design, and his channel will be linked down in the description below. Yeah, if I don't forget to put his channel down there, or you can just type in YouTube MGF. Yeah, the design itself is really great. I really like it, so that's why I put it on here. Yeah, I got inspired by him, so that's why I used this. And for the head is actually a Steve Rogers head. I did paint his Chris Evans head, but then I don't know why the head is kind of messed up right now. Maybe I took off the helmet because you can see eyebrow is kind of messed up. But then, well, last time I took off the helmet, it not messed up like this. But well, who cares? He's gonna wear his helmet soon. Yeah, I just give him the strap or stripe or slash the helmet wearing thing. I don't know what you call that. In the brown color, and there's nothing really much on that. And what is? Get out, never mind, who cares, just put his helmet back on. Yeah. I can't really spend much time on the figure though, because got 5 to do, and it's really long for me to edit, so yeah. And I guess there is nothing much on Captain America, so let's get into the next Avengers himself then, which is going to be Thor. So finally we have the last Avengers, which is Hulk. Hulk is a really straightforward figure. He is really easy to paint because all I did is just put on a heavily amount of weathering battle damage detail on his arm, leg, chest, and his back too. As you can see, there's nothing really much on him except I just paint on some brown and black battle damage on him. But you can see on the right hand of him, it's quite blank because I think I leave it blank just to make it look quite different from this side and this side, because if you have the similar detail amount of battle damage on the equal detail of the symmetrical detail of the battle damage on both sides is the same detail, is going to look a bit weird for me, because you can't just have a battle damage the same level of battle damage on this side and this side. Yeah, you can't have the same level of dirt as the right arm and left arm, so that's why I paint less on his arm just to make it look quite unique. Yeah, and I didn't change his face, it's still the same as it was. And also I'll just bring it a bit closer. Yeah, that's bunch of battle damage on his back, and I didn't recolor his pants because it's quite hard for me to recolor his pants, but I have give a try and I fail a lot of times, so I think leave it as purple is good enough for me to leave it as purple. It still look quite similar into the movie, so I think leave it purple is good enough for me. Alright, and yes. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for my Avengers Age of Ultron showcase for all my 6 figure. No, actually no, 7 figure plus Mark 43, which is not in scene right now. It's actually on my table, and well, since the Avengers Age of Ultron come out, it's actually for me it's the end of phase 2 for me, but it's actually not because Ant-Man is the end of phase 2. And I still got to do some more detail on Yellow Jacket and to finish off his arm string at the back. And yeah, I mean, the rest of the Avengers will be in the new Avengers showcase, which is gonna be next year. I presume it's gonna be on next year. But when I post this video, it's gonna be about before New Year. So I'm gonna say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas for you guys. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, because it's quite easy for me to post this kind of stuff on there, because it's just picture and I don't need to record a video and fully edit and post it on YouTube. Well, because post on YouTube is actually just a showcase for figures, and you know, when it's actually done, when they are done. And guys, I apologize again for door hairpiece, and yeah, that's what I need to apologize on. And if there is nothing else, see you guys next time. Goodbye. Woo.